And welcome back. We have some more triangle strategy going on today. So, a bit of a, I guess, disclaimer or warning for today. The last couple of days we haven't really been able to get on triangle strategy too much because we've been dealing with other stuff. So we're probably going to be going more scut than usual today, which is already kind of hard to do, but you know what? It is what it is. At the very least, some of our guys from that last skirmish ended up being level 19, a few of them are 18. But that being said, our back end is pretty far back by comparison, so that'll probably be something that I try to work on later on. I want to say we also have another medal to give out to somebody. That poor level 14, yeah. Or Medina. For this one, I'm a little torn between these two. I think it's probably high time to have Frederica get in there a little bit, just so that she can have a bit more potency and get the rest of her skills, so we'll go with that for now. So now she's up to Firecaster.
I hope I did not disappoint.
So for her new stuff, we got Fire Eater, which is grants an ally the ability to absorb fire for 3 points. Pillars of Fire deals fire-type damage to enemies across 5 horizontal squares and sets the ground ablaze. Also, Magic Ablaze, I guess, is going to be for the next one for Fire Master, but we actually haven't run into anything for Medals of Valor yet. I'm assuming just because, wait, do we have 2? Oh, that's right, I did buy 2. Ooh. Bit of a conundrum. Corentin's definitely coming clutch for us. And, between our 2 healers that are like, well, 3 healers, right? Hasabara we tend to use for like other stuff, especially since she has that skill now where she can heal herself and someone else who does a follow-up attack with her. Medina's been kind of a little hard to level just because I'm pretty sure she just uses items all the time. And even her poison pellet does as well. The whip guy's job is a wordsmith. Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it for him, little Lionel. But some of the stuff for Gila, Mend Wounds is another big heal. And then heals what ails you, heals an ally's status ailments, which is also pretty nice just to have that on deck. That being said, both of those would regardless just take up a turn. But if it means that they can, that she can do it at range, then that's probably for the best anyway, because she can't throw things like Medina can, so. I might just do it anyway. We'll see if we get another bravery for Corentin. There seems to be...
Might I be of service?
A little bit of a mixed, reception to whether or not you can get everyone to at least veteran or not. General consensus seems to be yes. Some say otherwise, just for the medals being limited. We also haven't done Chaos of Battle, but I also want to see like what's going to be going on for the story for now. So there's no other side stuff, and as of last time, we actually found something over in the Roselle encampment in our country. Essentially, evidence of there being another source of salt, which puts the importance of the source in a bit of a predicament. We're bringing that proof actually to the Hierophant's Palace, so that's probably either going to go okay or completely terrible. We're gonna find out. So Serenoa uses the discovery of the salt crystal to gain an audience with the Hierophant. I'm going to keep alternating how I say that because I am bad.
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this.
Big ol' hunk of pink salt.
A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real.
Oh, uh-oh.
Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology? Well,
With all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
So they found that in the Rosellan village in our country. It was actually something that Frederica's mother had hidden there. And we found out that Frederica's mother was actually a revolutionary that was the responsible, more or less, for the uprising that happened here like 30 years ago.
Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example.
Yeah. Well, at least they're piecing that together finally.
Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war. The kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
Mm-hmm. We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Yeah, that point kind of still
Then I
stands
shall
here.
give you one.
Oh shit, what are you about to do?
For I am
Yo, he's actually gonna just reveal it himself. Let's
the
go.
second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
Oh, damn.
You live.
There is no mistaking that face.
So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do.
Watch the Holy One completely flip this on its ass.
It shall be done. Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzant stands with you.
Oh shit, okay.
The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia.
Let's just start a war as it wasn't already going, if just in a lull, yeah. Considering how fast the actual invasion and the sacking of the capital happened, I guess you could say that it was, if you really wanted to wave it off, it was more of a skirmish, since the, after they got the king, the capital pretty much just went back to the usual stuff with just, like, very little protest. And no one expected Wolfort to go as far as they did. So they thought, like, once that was done, it was probably going to be over.
Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf. From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander, and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Well, damn.
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
Well, that was a quick turnaround, wasn't it?
Well, would you look at that? We secured Hyzant's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
Slick blue robe. Be kind of cool if we
also
did.
received a signed document stating the Roselle and Wolford are left in our care.
Ah, so they actually left that
Good
detail
going,
too.
lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward, even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
I mean, the salt mine still.
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
And so they begin their march. Maybe. Oh, is this a little bit of... Oh. Stanley 7 discusses their earlier council and possibilities on the horizon. And then meanwhile, a missive arrives from Sycris, alerting Gustadolf to the dangers back home. Back home? Huh. But yeah, let's see what this is about first. A reverse arc on the Blitzkrieg capital right back. Yeah, like that's gonna be the first thing. Essentially, they're just gonna
Did you know about
push any
Salt
patrols
Crystal
and
exam?
then come back to the capital itself.
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Let's see. I have a feeling that this part isn't really going according to their plans that they were talking about before.
Hyzant is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camsell. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
Well, at least they're coming in with confidence.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
I was gonna say, considering these two's own schemes, and the fact that, like, whatever they were doing was also the result of us having to do that skirmish over at the, village, I'm sure they're not too happy.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Frosty's ship or two.
Interesting.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you!
Good old human experimentation. No big deal.
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
The fact that they just keep digging at each other too. I wonder if there's a little bit more of a backstory behind that besides her just being one of Edor's tenants. I get to see what this miss is about.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Sycris's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else. Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
Death knell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
Oh, jeez.
If we're to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
Damn.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Esfrost's mastery of steelcraft.
Are we just talking about big old cannons, or?
Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzant's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
But the shield is impregnable.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzant to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother.
Oh, damn. And yeah, Valora's kind of on the back foot right now, as she's taken a couple L's, even with that recent slaughter she did over in,
But the fool was so
the other
blinded
nation.
by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Esfrost. Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed. With it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Esfrost's might and ingenuity.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzant is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders.
Those two aren't worth fast scheming. Hell, even the princess might ship one. Yeah, we'll see what happens, especially with that Valora back here too.
There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force, then march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzant my final demands.
Huh, okay. So they're getting
As you
split.
wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Thalos, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need ask, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Meanwhile... Huh! I just left these two to their own devices.
To be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
Alright, so now still the night is done. What else is gonna be brewing around here?
Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State.
Salt Nuke would have been funnier,
under the
though.
banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation.
Well, damn.
Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Damn. 13, Part 1. Our time has come. Damn, they just let her in, too. Okay, they're ready, but still.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
Sassy as ever.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time.
Yep.
We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exheim, send word to Minister Serenoa.
Time to try to open up that gap a little. So we're preparing back here, huh?
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes. There was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
Huh.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
Is that just a fucking bomb? Is that what that is?
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
Yep, that's a whole ass bomb.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes them unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Gotta make it, let me guess, this is gonna be one of those ones where we gotta hit it and like plant it at a certain point.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely.
I am a dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
I have a feeling she's gonna be on some bullshit too.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
Even Eridor's like,
Byzantine spy?
Yep.
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camcells will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
So that's the basic rundown, I guess. Doing a bombing run, and then we're gonna try to retake the capital. Oh shit, there's a bunch of stuff popping off now. Telior's sweating it. Secrets reports a theft in the archives to Gustadolf. People stealing shit?
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sicris.
Should drop the crystal from the hog. Just make the cock a bomber? I mean, that'd be the easiest way to do it, right? I'm assuming whatever temperamentalness there is to the bomb is probably gonna, like, trivialize or at least, make that harder to do, but we'll see. Also, technically in this playthrough, I think this is one of the first few, if not the actual first time we run into Sicris, story-wise.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
It's kind of interesting, too. I wonder if this is our bandit buddies who have been causing trouble.
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance. If she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely.
I mean, probably, but we've also gotten cause and proof of that other source. We kind of got what we needed from Lady Orlea's own information on our end, but maybe this is just to stir it to like a greater amount of people, or just like further proof to seal the deal.
Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses.
Interesting that he would even make that assumption.
It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste.
Yeah, I guess he's got other stuff to do.
Aye, Your Grace.
So Svarog's gonna be in trouble here. I kind of wonder what Secrets' take on that in particular is, too. Under secret orders, Huet scouts out Telior domain with Flugi. Oh, speaking of the bird. Flugi rides again?
Benedict asked me to scout out Telior and where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed.
Well, at least several of those patches that we burned last time kind of grew back alright.
But I hardly see any around.
Interesting, they started barricading that spot off since last time.
Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
That's kind of weird. Meanwhile, a missive arrives at Whiteholm Castle informing Thalos and the others of the outcome of Erica's negotiations with Hyzant.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
Yeah, should have figured that much.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
Dallas is sweating it because it means he might have to do something before his brother gets back.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game.
How are you gonna do
Their
that?
newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit. Right, Cordelia?
Oh, I don't like that they're turning it on her right now.
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Dallas is a little outnumbered right now.
Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Are we gonna find out that she's at least like a caster or something?
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
So that is a good point. Like, they just revealed that Roland is alive, but only the Hyzantians know.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
Oh, the Shiv!
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times.
Ah.
I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I mean, no doubt.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
Putting a lot on the line there.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you've told me.
Ah.
Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this, for my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
And just like that, Cordelia has her in. That far that actually takes them. The hell? Yeah. Oh god, we got another scale situation here. The party decides how to use the new weapon gifted to them by Hyzant. So outside of it being used to breach the walls, there hasn't been much talk about its potency
Are you
either.
suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
Oh shit.
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzellia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
So this is why they sent her out there.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions.
Yeah,
we
that's
must
a good
take
point.
the capital back and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers.
Oh, so just fucking a boss rush.
There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
I mean, we know that much too.
If you have used it before, there is a chance
yeah.
it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
I'm sure they probably found it.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship.
Ah, okay.
It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
So what would that mean, essentially? Using, a damning blow? Oh my god. I guess we would have to hijack the ship, load up the blast crystal, and then bomb the bridge out from under it, using the ship itself?
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate.
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy?
A three-way split for this.
Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our
I
path.
think this is our first time for 3 choices? Damn. We now have 3 paths before us, each with its own merits and shortcomings. Or they are. Yeah, technically they are. The top one would, I guess, be another one. Yeah, there's a third one. But which one will lead House Wolffort to victory? And it's a fucking split. The only person who's undecided is fucking Eredor? Christ. So I kind of want to go with Frederica's idea. Destroy the bridge and trap the enemy in the castle and then negotiate, and then shit will probably go crazy from there. The other one would be just to infiltrate the castle and launch a surprise attack. That would get rid of one issue, but we'd still have to essentially deal with the rest of them one way or another. Yeah, let's go to the streets. So yeah, this would be another save spot here for sure. Do it back on 6. Well, we got a lot of people mincing in here. I heard that Elfric is still in development and only a few people are privy to its details. According to the rumors, its blast could blow a hole straight through a castle wall. Would we really use such a thing in battle? Elfric is still in development. Are they hoping to use this battle to test its powers? There's a chance we're exposing the people to greater danger than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. Find out they got like magical radiation or some shit. So that's kind of the thing with us using the crystal. Because if there really is some sort of chance of there being a harmful effect of the blast itself, doing it at the river would fuck up the reservoir even beyond it just flooding a bunch of stuff. And if the radius on it is too great, then there's a good chance that us either bombing the ship or the bridge itself would wipe out a shit ton of people in the radius. Lord Serenoa, you've been out and about quite often lately. Is something amiss? I can't help but notice the comings and goings of Hyzant's soldiers too. Something about it bodes ill. Has he just not been around, or? I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. And it's been going on. Lord Serenoa, we've returned from scouting the capital. The Crown City is teeming with Frosty soldiers, and it appears that a second force led by General Avlora is defending Whiteholm Castle. So Esros has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle. The latter led by General Avlora, no less. I doubt a frontal attack would work in our favor. This is definitely worth considering when making our strategy. Also, I need to grab this. Ooh. More recovery pellets. Lord Serenoa, I shall accompany you wherever you go. I'm sure my knowledge of Elfric will be of great service to you. Oh damn, no one in here. Got $1,000. Ooh, superior iron. Starting to get some like level 3 stuff for that. The lockdown strat a lot more viable, yeah. Let's see. Large range Firestone? Oh, damn, and it actually has more potency than than the regular Firestone. Quality fiber stone. Oh, that's why, because they're all just large. There's no regular ones anymore. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He yeeted himself. Actually, one thing I didn't look at. Speed ring, accuracy ring, evasion ring, fire amulet. Okay. I'll mess with that later. We also have amulets on sale. Baby, what are you doing? Forget if I actually went in there earlier or not. Can we talk to you? My uncle's a soldier, but he's always busy these days. I haven't been able to talk to him at all. Yeah, there'd be cause for that. After the duchy made their declaration, the Holy State stopped shipping salt. Merchants can no longer trade salt in the capital either. Oh, there's something near. Stop jumping. Oh damn, just a wind amulet. Some resistance out of that. Really, nothing in here at all, huh? Oh, something out here though. Roland's wanted poster. Yo, what? By order of the Archduke, I, Gustadolf Esros, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Esros, hereby order the arrest of His Royal Highness Prince Roland of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. The prince is 20 years of age, gold hair, blue of eye, and has his possession a ring bearing the insignia of the royal family. Whomever captures the prince delivers him to the duchy officials unharmed will get 100,000 gold. I feel like that's probably something we missed earlier and probably could have seen. Ooh, black anklet. Let's see. Increases strength, magic attack, physical defense, and magic defense, but deals damage to you at the start of your turn. Oh god. There's a kind of similar skill in Fire Emblem Heroes that gives you like a bunch of boosts, but like I think either every turn or every attack you take damage. My reserves are still stocked, but I do not know how long that will last. The duchy's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. Wolford townsperson. The soldiers look like they're preparing for something. Is another big battle on the horizon? The Byzantine soldiers that were bringing relief supplies look like they're ready for war too. Everyone's getting a little tense. And rightfully so. Is there actually nothing in here? Damn. The scouts he sent to the capital returned not a moment ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sharing the field with Byzantine troops. I came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise, but life's been easier since. We can enjoy freedom of trade and no longer have to give offerings to the crown. It seems the people living in the Crown City aren't suffering as much as I thought they'd be. Yeah, they kind of just rolled over. More or less, you know, they just continued to rule. They have Cordelia as a figurehead. It's been pretty peaceful there. Despite the, Esfrosti family doing all their own, like, shit over there. Alright, let's see. Since the fall of House Fox and Telior, many of the other people have fled here to Wolfart, and refugees from the Crown City have also come to live within our domain. It is not uncommon to hear of fights breaking out between them and the people of Wolfart. What should we do, my lord? The domain can only support so many people. Why not convince them to look to Hyzant for refuge? These people have nowhere else to go. We will accept them with open arms. We must prioritize the happiness of the people. To do so, we must regrettably ask more provocative individuals to leave. Damn. Very well, my lord, but I should warn you that our domain's resources will soon run dry. And the people's discontent continues to grow. I understand, but either of those reach their limit, I shall bring Esfrost to its knees. Oh, damn. Understood, my lord. Leave the issue of the refugees to us. I know the capital requires your attention, so please leave the issue of the refugees to us. My lord, how is your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard any tidings of his health for some time now. Continue remains unchanged. I only wish there was some magic elixir to send him back to health. My father's name carries great weight even now. There's no way we would lose him, not even if we need him most. Doubtless he'll be back on his feet in no time. I look forward to that day already. I had the utmost faith in Lord Simon. But I forget myself. You must be so busy, Lord Serenoa. My apologies for detaining you. Please, don't apologize. I'm happy to know that people care about my father so. Lord Simon is a true hero to us all, and not because he brought the Saltire War to its end. We respect him because he has a heart of gold and walks astride his people. Thank you. Neither my father nor I could ask for better people. And the big question. Are we missing anything? Oh, jeez. Nothing on this. My niece came back from the Crown City. She said there are more Esrasi soldiers than ever now. Ooh, an in-quality iron right there. Nice. Glad I took another look at that. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of, like, interactable stuff in between, like, us looking for things or, like, different opinions of some of the people in this spot, so I think we might be able to move on here. Alright. Let's do a quick save. So I think we're gonna try to shoot for the bridge trap here. Which means you got at least 5 other people to convince here. We'll start with Eridor. I feel like there may or may not be other things we could have found. In fact, let me go to the encampment real quick to see if there's any other notes. Okay, Rosellan Uprising, Saintly 7, Roselia... Oh my god, wait a second. State of the Grand Rosellian Mines, more nature records. Nothing super crazy, but also Rosellan Uprising just saw happening to be here. We'll grab these up though. The lore of it all. Let's see. In the northern reaches of the realm lie the Norzellian Mountains. They are the source of the Norzelia River, and the blizzards surrounding their ice and snow-covered peaks prevent any from passing through. The summit is a harsh place where not even birds dare fly. Beneath the ground, however, runs veins rich in iron, copper, silver, and more. The people of Esrosk eventually managed to reach these veins and opened up several mines. Prospectors looking on for iron deposits should first seek out the alpine plant known as the Ferrum weed. The tiny red flowers sprout upon the weed's black leaves, and the plant itself is only found in areas rich with iron. Red and black, the colors of the Grand Duchy, are said to represent fire and iron, but may also stand for the colors of Ferrum weed. The Norzellian Mountains are also a major habitat of great hawks. Great hawks, both intelligent and large enough to carry a rider upon their backs, were once known to nest all across the realm, but are now rarely seen outside the mountains. Due to the difficulties of artificial breeding, these mountains are considered a very valuable place to hawk riders and any who use birds when sending missives. Let's see, in east sprawls the barren desert wasteland known as the Hyzantian Sands, home of the Source. A tributary of the Norzelia River runs through the area, but its waters are no match for the desert's soaring temperatures and harsh sunlight. At night, however, temperatures sink below freezing. Aside from the Hyzant capital, developed around the Source and the western part of the sands, the area is entirely unsuitable for living. Several small oases dot the depths of the sand, and herds of wild horses gather around these watering holes. They are robust creatures, having lived in the desert's harsh conditions, which makes them perfectly fit for the army's cavalry. Nations are willing to pay a high price for these horses. The famed Hyzantian cavalry horses were also taken from the sands. Many attempts have been made to reach the ends of the sands over the course of time, but none have succeeded. Although countless people enter the desert in search of adventure or riches, few return. Delving into the Hyzantian sands is not a matter to be taken lightly. One must be willing to risk their very life when stepping foot into the wilderness. State of the Norzelian Mines. Let's see, the Grand Norzelian Mines were meant to be a symbol of peace between the three nations of the realm. A grand ceremony was held to commemorate the occasion, and everyone anticipated a new era of peace coming to the land. However, the people's expectations were betrayed when Aesfrost invaded Glenbrook. Though the duchy claims that the kingdom of Glenbrook intended to take the mines for themselves, the mines are currently occupied by Aesfrost, and the truth remains in the dark. I risk my very life to ascertain the current state of the mines for myself. The Grand Norzelian mines are kept under strict watch by the Aesfrosti army, making it difficult to even approach. I ventured as close as I possibly could and confirmed that the mines are indeed under operation. Numerous large carts come and go from the mines and take the mountain path towards the Grand Duchy. The carts are all covered, but I surmise they are filled with excavated iron. I tried to get closer, but it was unfortunately seen by Aesfrosti soldiers who loosed arrows at me without warning. Thankfully, I managed to escape with merely a scratch and quickly withdrew, fearing for my life. In the end, I could not discern the truth of what was happening at the Grand Norzelian mines, but I can confirm that the mines are in operation and an odd air of tension blankets the place. But just what does this mean? That those carts are definitely not just carrying iron. Let's see, Norzelia River ships. The Norzelia River, which runs through the three nations, is an integral part of the realm's trade and military affairs. In the Kingdom of Glenbrook, built upon the riverbank, boats are a popular mode of transportation, and cargo ships are a frequent sight. The holy state of Hyzant also has many large shipping vessels for their prospering salt trade. While it is possible to go upstream with paddles and sails, it's not uncommon to see people on horses, or horses towing a boat from the shore of the rapids. And Aesfrost ships are necessary not only for cargo, but for their military as well. Their warships are clad in iron armor and are skilled at navigating even the river rapids. Their naval fleet and black iron strike fear into the hearts of any who dare stand against them. Let's see, the Saintly Seven, headed by the Hierophant, are all leaders of Hyzant. They are responsible for aiding the Hierophant, Oracle of the Goddess, and guiding the Holy State's faithful. In addition, each saint is responsible for an important division and acts as a minister in other nations. However, all are equal in the eyes of the goddess, including the Saintly Seven. It is therefore strictly forbidden for anyone to pursue their own personal interests. The saints who serve the Hierophant are as follows: Source the End, who is dead as hell; Minister of Salt, Overseer of the Source; Exarm Marshal, Minister of Arms, Master of Military Matters, Camsel Ferrans; Minister of Domestic Affairs, Protector of Public Order, Edor Delmira; Minister of Religion, Lila Viscraft; Minister of Medicine, and Tenebris Mistel, Vice Minister of Religion, Keeper of the Goddess's History. Oh god, and the Rosellan Uprising. Source is said to be the holy ground in Hyzant, and a place where the Roselle atone for their sins of their ancestors. It is also the origin of the realm's salt, but its limited access makes it nearly impossible for anyone to see what truly goes on inside. However, during the midst of the Salt Iron War, the Roselle rebelled against the Holy State and escaped, leaving behind a scar upon the goddess's statue, or so the story goes. Hyzant has never made an official statement regarding the incident. Even so, the investigations have shown that a group of Rizal were spotted near the Citadel of the Sands and the Wolford domain at that time. It is also an open secret that the Rosellan village stands deep within the current Wolford domain. Around the same time, Lady Orlea was also welcomed to Ironstone as a concubine of the previous Archduke Zygmunt. The Archduke never revealed Lady Orlea's origins, much to the disappointment of his chief vassals, but the occurrence of these incidents is much too great a coincidence to ignore. But those are problems of the past. What is important is the fact that the Rosella at the source possessed the power to shake Hyzant. If we were able to harness that power, our nation would be in a most favorable position. And it's kind of just where we're at right now. So nothing too crazy for our current situation, but kind of a recap for some of the other stuff going on. Save again real quick and then we'll get this started. Is there something shining back here? Hello? No. I'm just crazy. Okay. So I guess you start with Eridor. Destroying the dam's our best shot at winning this battle. The enemy wouldn't know what hit him if we flooded the city. But there's no denying that the other plans had their merits too. Should we go with our best bet or consider one of the other options? May take effort, man. I get the feeling that this one's gonna be like the hardest one to try to convince them of. But that's not the one we're going with, so you think Lady Frederica's plan is the way to go, eh? And why is that? We need the people's support when rebuilding the capital. To do so, we must win it back fair and square and with what little damage as possible. I think it's the most efficient plan of the three, driving Esros into a corner with only a single bridge to Morn, and one that can be repaired fairly easily. The problem is that, at least in terms of player knowledge, we do know that not all of their forces are there. If we don't get them to negotiate in time, or if they use Gustadov returning as a bargaining chip for the fact that our time is limited, we might still be in trouble. There's no kingdom without a people. Glenbrook won't have much of a future if we ignore him for the sake of victory. Even if we succeed with the surprise attack, the people might think us cowards for stooping so low. And I don't even want to think of the backlash we'd face for flooding the city. In which case, Lady Frederica's plan would be our best chance of winning the people's approval. Each plan's got its good and bad points.
Consider this.
But now that we've got the Holy State at our backs, this would be the perfect chance to strike at Esfrost. Isn't winning this war more important than a crown city's damages for the people's morale? Winning isn't everything. We must face the consequences of our actions and take responsibility for rebuilding, and to that end I will see as little damage as possible. We cannot foresee the damage that a deluge would do to the city, and stealing into the castle will put Roland in great danger. That's also true. Like, technically, we're at a point where Hyzant openly knows about Roland. No one else does yet, but depending on how things go with that situation, they might use that to their advantage as well.
Are you joking?
Yep. If you gave the order line, I put my life on the line to see you well done. But ideals and pride won't win a fight. Okay.
Tough spot we're in.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Hold on a second. I should have went with the other one.
Aye, lad. Consider that.
You got a point there, lad. If we destroyed the capital or lost Prince Roland in the fight, our victory would be meaningless. But forcing a siege doesn't mean you've won. That's just the reality of war.
Tough spot we're in.
Deep in thought. That's a little better. Let's see, so you two as well.
Sir?
The enemy may already be aware of the tunnels, but no one is anticipating a flood. The capital is swarming with its frosty soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we were to reclaim the city. I see, so you would support Lady Frederica's plan, though it seems the least efficient of the three. It will make time and effort, but I would mitigate the damages to the people. We must have the people's support. If we were to lose it, even reclaiming the capital would not keep the kingdom together.
Certainly.
Aye. I have heard that the duchy supporters in the capital grow by the day. Even if we were to claim victory, if great harm were to befall the crown city, the people's dissatisfaction would turn to Prince Roland. We had 2 armies behind us. They should be able to easily deal with the city's troops, or we're just holding the general in place, pretty much. It might be best for us to tread on the path of least destruction for the sake of the kingdom's future.
I must hear what the others think.
It seems I underestimated the merits of Lady Frederica's plan. Yeah, like, we already know that, you know, as she said, there's a lot of supporters there, and that they also are, even in the beginning, after they did the beheading and all that, were pretty indifferent. There's only a few people that made any kind of outcry about it.
My lord.
Negotiating would only grant the enemy reprieve, and there is a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed the secret tunnels to the enemy. But we would most certainly deal a heavy blow to the Esfrasi forces by flooding the city. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. Oh shit, yeah, I don't think we're gonna budge him on this either way. So you would choose Lady Frederica's plan. Might I inquire as to why? Azalea River was originally prone to heavy flooding. We cannot be sure how far the damage will spread. Taylor Reservoir is where the kingdom gets its water, and between the dam and the bridge, the latter is the easier to rebuild. I mean, both of these are good points. And, like, there was literally a fucking, cutscene of them having to, like, fortify a side of one of the streams, or, like, rivers when we were taking an encampment just so that it wouldn't flood.
Quite true.
Indeed. We're dealing with nature itself. The Crown City may face far greater harm than I anticipated. In comparison, destroying the bridge will centralize the damage. I admit Lady Frederica's plan is indeed possess at least amount of risk to the Crown City. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me, Lord Serenoa. Ah, wow. Okay. So this one, these two want to go in. Roland's got his own shit going on. Flooding the city will leave the people with nowhere to live, and Frederica's plan hinges on how the enemy responds. We can win if we sneak into the castle and slay the Esfrasi commanders. Only Cordelia and I are privy to the secret passages. They will listen at the very least. You wish to use Elfric to blow up the bridge and then negotiate with Esfrost. Frederica wishes no harm to come to anyone, and that includes your sister. We cannot be sure of Elfric's power. If we set it off near the castle, we may be putting Her Majesty in danger. Wouldn't that also account for the bridge? Unless, well, I guess it would be further out from the actual castle itself. Cordelia.
Certainly.
Whiteholm Castle is a symbol of Glenbrook, and like the Crown City, I would be loath to see it be brought to harm. Elfric is yet incomplete, so we must be cautious in how we use it.
Hard choice.
I appreciate your concerns about my sister, but still. And then we have Huet. Prince Roland wishes to defeat the Esfrasi commanders who unjustly occupy Whiteholm Castle. I see this plan as proof of his resolve. As a member of the Kingsguard, I intend to help him see it through. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's got her own vengeance to try to get on people right now. Lord Serenoa, you think Lady Frederica's plan to be our best option? If Roland wishes for the people's support, you must act in a way befitting of royalty, and unfortunately flooding the city with surprise attacks probably makes the cut. No matter how much time the negotiations take, it's still better than bringing harm to the people, and the bridge can be easily rebuilt. It's Southwell Ford's job to protect Glenbrook. I would choose Frederica as a way to safeguard both Roland and his people.
Good point.
Hearing you say that heartens me as a member of the Kingsguard. Though one of the 7 you may be, your heart still beats for the kingdom and the crown.
I have chosen.
Thank you, Lord Serenoa. Speaking to you has shown me the merits of Lady Frederica's plans. Okay. The other 2 are already on board. Put that on 10. Time to consult the scrolls!
It is time to cast our votes.
It feels like we have this pretty well in hand, but we'll see.
In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I am sorry.
Uh-oh. Let's see if he does
On
the same
this,
then.
I cannot be swayed.
I do not think you're playing a bad one, but not the best given the circumstances. Interesting.
I agree.
Oh. There goes Anna.
I changed my mind.
Interesting. It's like you went with us. And Eridor's with us too. Let's do it your way.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Damn. So the others just had their own, just stuck to their own guns.
The way forward is decided. We collapse the bridge and trap the enemy within the castle, keeping the common folk safe from the worst of the fighting.
That being said, the last time we had to fight in and out of the castle was quite the pain in the ass.
People, drive the enemy into the castle and negotiate. You have chosen a righteous path, Wolfort. But do you really think negotiations will prevail? Such sympathy may be your downfall.
Even so, this is the path we have chosen.
Then walk tall. It is time to test your mettle. I must return to Hysant and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
Huh.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron. The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard-bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
Yep, always something to gain. With everything there is to lose. Alright. Oh god. Meanwhile, though.
House Wolfort and Hyzant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Frederica proposes they destroy the bridge linking the castle to the rest of the capital, isolating the enemy and forcing them to parley. Though it may draw out the conflict, it is well worth it if they can avoid causing suffering to the people. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan.
Meanwhile,
in support of House Wolfort, Hyzant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
born of strife and sadness.
The Hyzantian forces should be arriving any moment, Frederica.
Well then, let us make them welcome.
My lady, are you certain this is the path you desire? We are to battle against your people, against Thalos and Erica.
I am keenly aware of that.
Of course you are. But simply understanding a thing doesn't mean you are ready to face it.
Damn.
A single second's hesitation on the battlefield could cost you your life.
Worry not. I shall prevail against any who stand against me. Even my siblings.
To try and save them?
No. To save myself.
Got our own stuff going on
and to
today.
save House Wolfort.
She's got her own motivations here. She's also made it no secret that she's not really had very good times with them at all, so that's not surprising.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell, and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I'm grateful for your assistance.
It was an arduous journey. Is there anywhere the soldiers could rest?
We've prepared barracks at the harbor. Please use them freely.
You do think of everything.
Hyzant has not mobilized a force so large since the Salt Iron War. Yet I hear you intend to settle this not by battle, but by parley.
Yeah, I'm sure Cancel's not too pleased.
The Holy One will not agree to any half-hearted measures.
The pressures of a large army on the capital's threshold is part of our plan. Come inside and I will explain the rest.
Probably wouldn't mind such a lava fireball their way. One or two, right? At least a couple. Why does that say question mark? Also, what else do we got going on? We're almost gonna hit 2 hours without, like, even so much as fighting. Vlara prepares for battle upon hearing the allied forces march for Glenbrook. However, the group sets to Frederica's plan to destroy the bridge into motion. And we also have character stories. An elderly woman is attacked by bandits, but she is not as fragile as she seems. Uh-oh. Malore. Alright, he's gonna try fucking with Grandma here. Wait, what? Rosellan bandits?
Good grief. Just what do you hope to gain by hassling a little old lady like me?
Your food. Now hand it over, all of it, or we'll split your throat.
Well, damn.
You are Roselle, are you not? Like those at the source in Hyzant 30 years ago.
What are you talking about, you old hag?
Your people fled from oppression, yet still you struggle to find peace. Isn't that so?
Shut your mouth, you hag. Just put the food down and be gone.
So I was right. I will say no more, so you had best be on your way now.
We're the ones giving orders here. Besides, we've got no choice.
Oh boy.
So you are blind to the strength of the opponent that stands before you. That is unfortunate.
Ooh, she's got punching shit going on. Damn. Oh.
You're no ordinary old lady.
Hell no.
Forgive us. We've had nothing to eat for days. We promise we won't do this again. Please, just spare us our lives.
Your eyes do not lie. Very well. Move along.
Thank you.
And away they go. Keep it fucking
To
pushing.
think that after fleeing Hyzant, some of those poor Roselle had to resort to thievery. This is not the world I wished for, but perhaps there is still something I can do.
Amiable looking elder. Meanwhile,
Pardon the intrusion, my lord. What is it? An elderly woman has come seeking an audience with
level 20 or something, right?
A rare guest. Very well. Show her in. Yes, sir.
If you're some kind of martial arts master, you better be like well over everyone else.
Hear your name.
You may call me Groma.
Groma.
The same name as the legendary Frosty General from the Salt Iron War.
Huh.
You're the one they called Iron Fist, yes?
Oh shit.
I have long since abandoned that name. After the war, I wandered the land, hoping to find a new purpose. Yet it would seem that I am destined to be drawn into bloody conflict until the end of my days. But there may still be something this old crone can do.
Why do you come to me?
Why do you ask? Can you not trust a former general of Esfrost?
I mean, considering who we were fighting, I don't know.
Perish the thought. My own betrothed hails from your land.
Indeed she does. And of Rosellan birth, no less, if I have heard true.
Only a fool judges a person by their origins. I would know what is in your heart.
Ha! You are just as the rumors say. My heart, indeed. I have seen enough suffering to last lifetimes. All I wish now is to see it end.
Then we share a common goal. Let us fight for it as one.
With pleasure. I think you'll find there's life in these old bones yet.
And we got Groma. A veteran versed in martial arts counterattacks when evading a physical attack. Can slip deftly between foes. Oh, so her movement isn't hindered then. Okay. See if Laura prepares for battle upon hearing the Allied forces march for Glenbrook, however.
General, House Wolfort and Hyzant have joined forces. There are indications their armies intend to march upon the capital.
Which direction will they come from?
We cannot yet be certain.
Close the city gates and rally the garrisons. I want the way to the castle completely blockaded.
Oh.
And we ought to consider their attack from the river. House Wolfort knows very well how difficult this castle is to take. I doubt they think to capture it with a direct assault.
Indeed. Hyzantian soldiers are used to desert conditions. Doubtful they'd be keen to engage us in a marine battle. Though acting on that assumption and sending all our troops to defend the land route does leave a vulnerability the enemy could exploit. Send a party to scout along the riverbanks, then have them report to the harbor and ready our ship.
Oh.
Yes, General.
Why beat around the bush? We have the soldiers, we should strike and end them.
It's best to avoid open battle. With the capital and Whiteholm under our control, we have the advantage.
All that tells me is you're frightened of Wolfort.
There is no enemy safe not to fear. A leader's hubris is the death of her soldiers.
Frederica is attacking us. What does it matter how many soldiers die?
Damn.
I command you to kill Frederica, Avlora.
Personal grudges have no place in the battlefield.
Silence! Gustadolf entrusted us with the castle's protection in his absence. Noble as frosty blood flows through our veins. How dare you order us about?
You do well to remember what you are, Avlora. A simple orphan who doesn't even know her true name.
Yet it is this simple orphan in charge of our army. Insult me all you like. I will not allow open battle.
No matter. The reinforcements our brother sent are under our command.
Oh, so they're gonna do their own shit.
I shall lead soldiers into the capital myself and crush Wolfort's forces when they arrive.
Is this the Esfrost I am to defend?
General Avlora.
Maybe how much beef she can dish out, yeah. So it sounds like, depending on how things go, we'd have to deal with either the siblings or Avlora regardless. And there's nothing else going on, so... see what happens as we set things into motion here.
My spies have ascertained the situation at the capital. The bulk of the enemy is holed up in Whiteholm Castle. Right now, they don't seem to be very active.
And what of the common folk?
Their daily lives progress apace. It seems the enemy has yet to notice our movements.
Perfect conditions to execute Lady Frederica's plan. If the people are at ease, we should be able to seize the capital without resorting to all-out battle.
Thank goodness.
Then let's review the plan. First, my retinue shall take a small vessel to Whiteholm Castle and destroy the bridge.
That might not go well already since we know those patrols are gonna be there.
Are you certain you want to go by yourselves? We could lend you some soldiers.
The fewer of us there are, the less likely we are to be spotted. We'll manage. We'll have the blast crystal.
Oh yes, a bridge like that'll come falling down pretty easy. You'll see.
The explosion will be your signal to march into the capital and keep the people calm.
Without using force, yes. I shall impress upon my soldiers they are not to act rashly.
That may or may not work out.
Thank you, Minister.
As for you, Minister Camsell, we'd like you to take command of the naval forces to blockade the castle.
Very well. I can't say I'm much experienced in marine warfare, but I'll do my best.
Nothing else is a separation for us to exploit, yeah. Camcell's probably gonna be the weaker link in our situation just because of their lack of maritime battle experience, but we'll see what happens here.
Destroy the bridge, capture the town, blockade the river, isolate the enemy in the castle, and turn that impregnable fortress into their prison.
Once they're trapped, they'll have no choice but to parley with us and release their stranglehold on Glenbrook.
I hope you're right. A word of caution before we begin. Prince Roland, you are aware they will likely use Queen Cordelia as leverage when the time for parley comes. But no matter what pressure they apply, we cannot allow them to break us, should the worst come to pass.
I understand. I do not expect the fight to regain control of our kingdom to be painless.
Good. We have our plan. Now we must act upon it.
Then we shall depart at once. Until we meet again in the capital.
Farewell, and good luck to us all.
And there you have it. Now you get to see how this is gonna go down.
Erica, Thalis, I cannot put off fighting them any longer.
Well, it's a good thing we just upgraded you. Although, depending on how this ends up going, we may or may not just use Eva, Frederica, and Serenoa's engagement. Ooh.
My, you're certainly calm for someone about to be sold off in the morrow.
Sold off? You would compare my marriage into House Wolfort to trading coin for flesh? Why, I am to be a beacon of allyship, a bridge between our two lands.
Yes, yes. So tell me, dear, how do you plan on seducing the Wolfort boy? Wait, let me guess. You'll use the same charms your mother did on our father.
Oh, enough cajoling, Erica. You're apt to make her cry. And Frederica, you know you don't have to take such abuse in silence, don't you? In any case, you seem to be under the impression that you've been entrusted with some crucial task. That couldn't be further from the truth. This is only to get you out of the way, same as your mother. You're no use to anyone in Esfrost.
But you already know that, don't you?
Well, every happiness to you, dear sister.
Yeah, that's pretty typical. Shitters before and after.
The world I knew before was so very limited. No matter what awful thing happened to me, I believed I could do nothing but suffer in silence. But staying quiet in the face of injustice is tantamount to condoning it. I needed to stand up and fight for myself. Becoming part of House Wolfort was the best thing to ever happen to me. Erica, Thalas, I'm done running.
I wonder if she'll actually be like a required unit for that, for our skirmish here, because we're definitely not gonna pull this off without a fight.
In the dead of night, a small ship slips silently into Whiteholm Castle.
Huh. Whee!
Aboard are none other than the elite Wolfort fighters, led by Serenoa himself.
I like the idea that the usual, like, trade ships are just like, you know what, I'm just gonna mind my business on this one. Also, we have an investigation phase? Serenoa and the others search for a place to plant the blast crystal. Oh god.
All right, it's time.
Where should we set the blast crystal, Milo?
Right around the middle of the bridge would be perfect. The wood will splinter apart quite nicely. Plus, any repairs we'll need to make later will be easy.
In the middle it is. We'll search for a suitable spot. In the meantime, Milo, you ready the blast crystal.
With pleasure.
The entire plan will be for naught if I do not place the Aelfric in the right spot. Time to see where that is. Hey, quality fiber. Also, fucking hell. Do it on 9, I guess. The limit on slots is kind of whooping my ass right now. So many lives will be saved with the destruction of this bridge. Let us not delay in our preparations, so that we may keep our casualties low. If this works, we'll emerge with the upper hand in the ensuing negotiations. But therein lies the key. This has to work. I know not where to place the Aelfric. I've told Milo all I know about the bridge's construction. The rest is in her hands. Top right corner? Also, money. Nowhere else for us to really go here. Oh wait. But if this is the cost of reclaiming the Crown City and protecting our people, then so be it. We proceed as planned. There's something here. More health pellets. Ooh, and money. Luck amulet? Damn. This Aelfric stuff is mighty powerful if it can reduce a bridge of this size to rubble. I actually can't reach all that stuff down there right now. Be extremely careful with the Aelfric. It can destroy a bridge. Imagine what it'll do to you. Furthermore, well, I trust you know what I mean to say. Got much left to do, and I for one shall learn all I can about the Aelfric. Yes, I can agree, Male is all too eager for the battle ahead. Aizen stands to lose as much as we do if this does not go to plan, so I hesitate to say she'll betray us. Even so, I cannot read her. We should not give her too much purchase on our hearts and minds. Nor would I grant it to her, but she is the only one capable of handling the Aelfric. I had no choice but to trust her, if only for the moment. A wise decision, for it is currently the only one in this moment that our interests are aligned. Okay. All the times I trained here with Sir Maxwell have come flooding back to me. It seems like a lifetime ago now. Forgive my sentimentality. I promise I'm ready for what must be done. Why did you always train on the bridge? Surely the castle itself had better venues. It's also where we were forced to flee for our lives. How fitting then that it should figure into our counterattack. I understand that this bridge holds many memories for you, but this plan will allow us to trap the enemy and save lives. I think it's a small price to pay for that. Sir Maxwell, even after being named a Dawnspear, volunteered for the Night Watch. So I'd slip out of the castle myself and have him train me on the bridge. And I was none the wiser. It's no wonder he agreed to train you, for he saw the greatness that lies in you too. I only wish I'd been on watch the night Esros was invaded. The castle wouldn't have fallen so easily. Have you found a spot to place the Aelfric? One carefully selected to create the most dramatic showing? Huh. It doesn't seem like we can actually appraise or, like, check other spots, though. We're just kind of here. I don't know if she's just going to have a spread of spots that we just choose from when we talk to her. If the aim is indeed to isolate Whiteholm Castle, then the Aelfric should be placed just about here. This Aelfric stuff is mighty powerful. Can you reduce this rubble? Okay. I sparkled blood through this stone while the save screen was up. Top right corner? Or did we already get that one? You already got it. Okay. I know where we ought to place the Aelfric. Now to gather the others and finalize the plan.
The time for you to awaken is nigh, my patient little Aelfric.
Oh, it's getting weird.
Just give me the command.
All right, then let's...
Immediately get jump. Excuse me? Hi. Hello.
Wolfort? When did you get here?
Thallus. Oh, I am so glad we didn't leave this to Avlora.
Yeah, this scene. Oh god. Surrounded.
I am shocked, Frederica, to find you sneaking around like a common thief.
They've got us surrounded.
Dun 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 is 21! Goddamn. The party finds themselves surrounded by Thallus and Erica's forces. Frederica steels herself for battle. Well, you know what that means. It's time to go to the encampment. That is a big jump. As we've already established, we got people that are barely at 19, so I think we're gonna take this time to do that other battle up here. Oh, we actually have another one too. Forces Divided just showed up. Oh, this is that other one that we did. And then Chaos of Battle. That'll take a while. Yes, she's actually at 18. Let's see what she's got. Evade Detection allows you to slip past enemies and obstacles. That's a... Oh, enemies and obstacles. I was gonna say, like, damn, but that's a passive. Sweeping Kick. Deal physical damage to enemies across 3 horizontal squares and have a chance to immobilize them for 2. Eliminate and Invade. Increase your evasion for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. Energy Wave. Deal physical damage to a single enemy. She just has a fucking... Hadoken, I guess. Or Focus Blast. Lure in and Cross Counter. For the next one. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to grind some of these guys up a little bit before we take that on. Kinda had a feeling that shit was gonna catch up to us soon enough. Oh, you're here too. I ran into some bandits the other day and it got to me thinking. They've likely lived good, honest lives with the realm was at peace, but the times have reduced them to stealing just to stave off hunger. I wonder what changed them, and if someday they can return to their normal lives in their villages. I want to use my power to create a world where those men can live in peace. If there's anything I can do to that end, you need only say the word. Battlefield is a place of chaos, with your friend and foe fighting for their lives. Regroup your forces and fill the enemy within a time limit. I wonder what the time limit for that is, actually. But we're gonna save real quick. We'll try that scenario, and then we'll probably go cut it from there. Get an overview. Ooh. Treasure chests are scattered about the battlefield. Stand next to a chest to open it. Some items found in chests can be used during this battle. "75 turns. We are dotted all over the place, by the way. Holy shit. Also 12 units for this one. Most of these I agree with.
If you insist!
Also kind of depends on where we place some of them. I also kind of want to give our new unit here a shot. Man, how high is her evade? Evade is 30. Holy shit. $10, 20, 14. Hers is 32. She's probably like 32 and 31, so there's two people that are actually higher than her in that regard. Okay. Where is everybody placed?
Understood.
Let's see, if we're gonna have Gila out here, I kind of want her to be as close to another unit as possible. And maybe not all the way up there. Look at this setup a shot. The only awkward thing I would say is that with these having some heavier like implications and stuff in terms of like the objective itself, some of these might be a little bit harder for grinding than others, but we'll see. Let's get started. So I'll try to get at least everyone up to like either 20 or 21 by tomorrow. So we might as well at least do a little bit of combat for now, just to see what some of these are going to be like.
Time to take flight. Take aim.
Let's see. The one up there is actually not even an archer. The bigger threat would be the caster itself.
Your orders?
You need to take cover, like, immediately.
You won't catch me.
May or may not have her go towards one of the archers over there. And you can just chill for now.
Charge!
Let's see, you're kind of in a trying spot right out the bat. More immediate enemy would be this dude.
Huh! Yes! Yes! I shirk from
Hey, there goes that level already. Nice. Rude.
Now then.
So the only issue with us being here is that her jump's pretty much the same as anyone's. 93 on her regular attack. Energy wave is the same power. Sweeping kick's actually lower. Mobilizing them at the same time would maybe be okay. Is it just a sweep around her, like within a certain angle? No. Okay.
I see your every weakness. I don't pull my punches.
Forward!
Ah, shit.
Looks like I'm up.
Caster's definitely gotta go too. Oh, provoke. Oh, and he got immobilized.
I've been waiting for this.
That guy's still an issue, but that would do a fair amount of damage to you.
You're in the way!
Bonk.
I shall do what I can.
Mend wounds isn't really worth it right now.
Allow me.
I'll just do a simple heal for that.
One step closer to our hope.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Can you actually finish this guy? Yeah, actually you can. Good.
Enough!
So one caster out. Oh, so he's... How did he get infuriated? Damn, dude. Ooh.
Flames, heed my call! For a better world.
Got that level up still. Oh, and he got immobilized, but he also came up next to us.
Time to take flight.
Thought about that for a second. Damn. Close, but not quite. Might as well just get rid of this guy. That's an awkward spot. And I hazarded putting you to sleep. Nice.
Take this.
I won't lose!
Say, with how many there are here, we have a chance of getting him a little bit closer to do something. We're gonna have to take it.
Allow me.
Huh.
My fist struck true.
And he got poisoned anyway. Damn.
Now I end this.
We're still stuck. Oh boy.
How dreadful.
One combo of Methus? Oh god.
Yes! Yes!
Not quite. The whiff! Ugh.
Together.
Well, he's awake. Oh, and he immobilized the...
Saw through that plain as day.
Shall we begin?
I say health-wise, I'm not too worried.
Tis but a trifle.
But I do need him moving again.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Enough!
Here goes another one.
What?
Damn, he's gonna die in the next turn. That poison really did him in.
Come at me! Push on through!
Oof.
For myself.
Rude. He's
Here I
gonna run
come.
for it. Ooh, Battle Mage can be gone now.
Take aim.
He's still immobile, and after a sec, he's actually not gonna have so much going on there.
My turn.
That did not stick.
Suffer.
Some poison on you? No. Oh my god.
If Lionel, your fortune wanes!
Yo, you're missing like a mug. God damn.
Charge!
Ooh, that actually stops him short. But at the same time, he doesn't really have anything else to attack here. Actually, Double Thrust is still his strongest thing, despite Flash of Steel being pretty, actually, like, flashy.
Yeah! Brace yourself! Defeat is not an option. This ends here!
Allow me.
Unfortunately, I don't know if I can reach him. Well, actually, I can.
Take this.
Ow.
I don't feel so good.
Alright, poison's gone there. Ooh. Yo, the explosion! That's the first time we've gotten to use that.
Now to see what's up Lionel's sleeve.
Did that actually work? No.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Problem no. We're a little separated with you. Actually gonna sit on that for now.
Whatever it takes.
Unfortunately, you still take priority right now.
Right on target.
Mother.
Oh, that stinks. Ooh, but you're gonna be gone.
We're not done here. An honor and a privilege to serve.
This battle is ours.
You're gone too.
I will fight to my last breath.
Come at me!
I don't know if you're gonna be able to reach anything in time. Yeah, only the large range. You're not gonna be running around with that right now.
My turn.
God, there's still so many of them that are here. It's a good amount of damage. We can also have her do that twice with him.
Now we make our riches. Now we make our riches.
Weird.
I won't lose!
You're gonna have to start riding this way.
Defeat is not an option. Death from above! That hit the mark. To lead, I must grow.
Got another level out of that.
Now then.
They actually still reach you from here. Nice.
I see your every weakness. I don't.
Definitely like her being able to cover those corners.
It hurts!
Oh, go down, please.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Time to take flight.
Yeah, I kind of figured we were at least gonna lose them. There goes that.
Goodbye!
Time to take action.
Now we gotta start converging.
How dreadful.
Kind of want to give one last go at inciting whispers.
Lionel has many tricks.
Hey, that worked out.
Yes. Yes.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, actually, you're pretty close to death, huh? Never mind. You're in the way. At least we already picked that up enough.
I love the battle. Someone give an old man a hand.
Let's see what we got here. Large recovery pellet. He's kind of in a tricky spot for us right now. Okay, let's try to give him some space to be able to move.
You won't.
Because if he starts going towards our other guy that Serenoa's fighting, then he might actually get off like that roof and go onto flat land.
My turn. Defeat is not an option.
Just slow down a bit.
Prepare yourself.
I shall do what I can.
Your wounds are healed.
Thanks. Time to take action.
The hunt is on.
Vassal didn't count as them revealing them?
Oh, no!
Yeah, I kind of figured. But you moved. So you can start picking at you now.
Yeah! Victory is within reach!
Oh, no.
That's it for you.
We win.
I've been waiting for this.
You can grab that at least. Unless sprint would allow us to get that. 'Cause that's a higher rarity.
To victory!
No. Not enough move.
Someone give an old man a hand. My turn.
Did you see that? It ends here. Did you see that?
You've made
Nice.
a grave mistake.
Hey. And that, as they say, is that. Now, hopefully that actually goes as smoothly when we do the actual fight later on, but that'll be for another time. I'll probably try to grind that a bit more properly for the chest and maybe some of the other loot. We also have that other scenario to do. But we're in an interesting spot. It looks like he hit 20. Everyone else is starting to catch up to either 18 or 19 from that last group. And we'll see about getting at least a decent amount of them to either 20 or 21 before next time. Why did I say if I keep doing that when I can just do return the title? Alrighty. My goodness. So next time we're gonna have to set our plan into motion while also having been incidentally ambushed. So that's a bit of a bitch. But we'll see how we handle that in the next one for Triangle Strategy, and until then, this is goodbye to the YouTube people. I'll talk to y'all next time.